The Upstate Golf Guys podcast is brought to you by Golf Week Amateur Tour, New York to Upstate, a national tour for all golfers and skill sets in its 31st year. We represent the New York Upstate region, and to join, visit amateurgolftour.net and click Join Now for the best amateur golf tour in the country. David Calise, with his beautiful home for rent in Saratoga Springs. This mansion is located on Airbnb. What a way to enjoy Saratoga with family and or friends on a vacation to golf, go to the horse track, or relax in this beautiful home. For more information, go online to Airbnb/H/mansion in Saratoga Springs for information. Northeastern Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Voted #1 insurance agency in the Capital Region in 2024 by the Times Union. For any insurance needs, call Jared at 518-956-3753. The Bunker Indoor Golf, located in over 7 locations across the Capital Region and host of our Golf Week Am Tour Winter League on Saturday mornings. From golfing on their state-of-the-art simulators or having a delicious meal with your friends or family, come on down and visit one of the Bunker locations. Visit them online, getinthebunker.golf. For more information of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast and their partners, visit upstategolfguys.com.
Welcome back to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. We have a special guest with you this evening. He's a good friend of mine. Everybody knows that I own a store in a big office building, and this guy's been a friend of mine for a few years now. And I thought it would be a cool idea to get him on the podcast. I mean, listen, he does his thing. It's not golf, but it's something I enjoy. He's in the world of music, hip hop to be exact. Chazo, what up, my guy?
What's up?
We're good over here. How you doing, man, on this cold afternoon, man? It's miserable here in upstate New York, ain't it?
A little bit.
This wind, dude. I cannot even go outside right now. It's brutal. I'm hibernating, man. I call it my hibernating days. I save up all my money for golf all winter long, and I just hibernate all winter, bro. You know, stay inside, man. Stay inside. So Chazo, listen, you're from downstate. You're from New York City. And you decided to come upstate, man. You decided to come upstate. Tell me a little bit about when you made the move up here to upstate New York.
That was 1994. I was 7 years old. So it was with my mother and my brother. So what happened was that my father passed away, right? So my mother just wanted a new place to go, so she wanted to move into Albany, New York. My aunt was already up here. My aunt was going to college. I think it was Siena, I believe, not Siena, SUNY.
SUNY, yep.
So my mother wanted coming up here. Just settling up here, just getting away from New York City. So I was 1994. I was 7 years old. So I represent Harlem, but I also represent 518. I have to be true to myself.
Let's go. I love that, Chazo.
I always been representing 518. My first demo CD I put out, was 2005, and I always represented 518 because I have to be true to myself. I can't come out and say, "Oh, I'm from New York City. I live." No, I can't do that. It's not right. That's be fake and phony.
I love it.
So yeah, I know people want to talk about like you got different rap groups like Griselda, the Boom Bap. Now is upstate New York is getting a lot of attention, but I've been rapping this. So I'm gonna keep on rapping it.
I love it. Yeah, tell me when you started really getting into hip hop, man. Were you rapping at like a young age, and you knew you wanted to do this, or?
Yeah, I'll say like I was in 6th grade. That's when I started. I had a diary. I used to write poetry and stuff like that. I was in the 5th grade. Then 6th grade, I started rapping. Then junior high school, I went to Philip Livingston middle school that was in Albany, New York. It closed down though, so I was with a rap group. They kind of taught me how to not rap, but far as like strong song structure. My producer, his father had a studio in the basement, so it's like we got like a good camaraderie you know, like I was like, you know, part of something, you know, before I wasn't really part of something. You know, being a kid, you know, you want to not be a part, but you just want, you know, that like,
Like group, yeah,
yeah,
be
that
yeah.
group, yeah.
It's
So, you
for
know,
it's foundation, man. It's foundation,
right,
yeah, to get
right,
things going. You know, I love that,
right.
man. That's great, man.
Yeah, yeah. So they gave me that foundation with the music, show me how to make songs and everything, you
That's
know.
awesome. That's
So
awesome,
yeah,
man. Shout out to
definitely.
that, dude. So what would you say? I mean, New York is a big city, man. Do you call
Mm.
Albany small Albany now, like we do, man? Because Albany, I mean, listen, I go down to New York City and I see that big city, and then I come up to Albany. I mean, what are your thoughts compared, like your differences between New York City and Albany when you see the two, man? I
I
mean,
mean, it's more fast paced, of course. New York City is one of the major cities in the world, so you know you can't compare Albany and New York City. People got to realize that, you
yeah,
know. It's
true.
it's a New York City is the what 99 million people there is.
Yeah,
So you can't compare, you know, Albany or, you know, any other, you know, big city like Los Angeles to Albany. Now if you want to put the whole upstate into one big pot, you know, Syracuse, Buffalo, Albany, then Rochester, stuff like
and
that,
they could
that's
compete.
different.
They could compete with New York City, but Albany
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah,
No
but the reason why I like it, because like you said, like these days like this, hibernation, as of me, I could write, listen to beats, you know. I don't know, like New York City, I probably be, you know, going, you know, head chopped off like a chicken, run around crazy. Up
doubt.
here I can focus,
And
write,
chill out.
you know, and just
Chill
chill
out.
out, you know,
Who
yeah.
who inspired you at a young age, man? Now, I mean, I always just loved, Biggie and I mean Tupac, of course, two of the greatest. But
Uh,
give me a couple of yours from like the '90s growing up. Who were some of your favorites?
90s, I like Tupac.
Oh yeah,
Tupac.
me too. Uh,
Yeah, Tupac, cause he was just
Poetry.
raw.
You said poetry, man. He was like a true
Yeah.
poet.
Yeah.
Tupac was a true poet, bro.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people give him his credit like that.
No,
Far as
they
like
don't.
they,
You
they
ever
don't, they don't,
you
they
ever go
don't.
down the conspiracy rabbit hole that Tupac could still be alive? You ever go down that rabbit
Yo,
hole?
you never know.
Yeah, I
You
love
never know.
I
You
love
never
that.
know.
I love that. I always like say that Tupac just wanted to like get out of the game and disappear just from what he represented and everything. And I always say he like disappeared on some like island and faked his death, and he's just living it up right now. I don't know.
Yo, yo, it's crazy how people think about it. We still talking about Tupac to this day.
Yep.
It's not even social media. People got like Tupac lookalike, so we found Tupac. That's like what they was
Yeah,
doing with Elvis and everything, you
I
know.
know.
So
Shows he was a great one, man. It shows he was a
yeah,
true great one. They say that he had so much music written that like that's why so many albums came out after, because he just put so much out, you know what I mean? And he didn't release it all, he just recorded it all and it was just there. And the dude had so much talent. Dude had so much. Another New Yorker that died way too young, so much talent, and I used to love listening to him was Big L. Remember Big L?
yeah,
That
yeah,
dude.
big down.
That
Yeah,
dude. I mean, but he was only like, I think he was like 20 or something. I think he was really. Let me look that up. He was
yeah,
really young when he
definitely,
died.
definitely in his early 20s. Yeah, Big
Yeah.
L was, yeah, he was one of those MCs that if he would have, you know, stayed
He,
around a
oh
little
God,
longer, he would have been one of
he
the
would have been a big
greats.
one. Big one. Yeah. Born in 74 and died in 99. So yeah, he was 25. 25. So yeah, he was a kid, man. He was a kid. But yeah, I got some of your. Should I bring up one of your tunes here so my listeners could hear what you're all about first before we start chatting? I got a couple beats here on for you. I'm gonna do a little screen share action. Let's see what Chazo's got. I love
Oh yeah,
listening.
that's
Love
the new
listening.
project. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
let's see what we got. We got to play. Oh, it's not playing. My bad.
Sunk in the seats with the hazard lights on. Bottle with dawn, getting game from an ex-con. How does life will leave you schizo gone? The rules apply to a king and a pawn. Breaking dawn as I yawn. Played the spot.
A little sample there.
Yeah.
Um, So where do you do your recording? You got a studio in Upstate?
That particular project, I went to New York City. It's a studio it's called Lounge. That's it right there. Actually, it's
Uh,
called
right here.
If you scroll up,
Got
right there.
right there.
Yeah. So I went to Lounge Studios.
Got ya. Yeah. Oh shit. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, that was Midtown Manhattan. I wanted to get that experience going to, official
Yes.
studio, a lot of, artists and major artists go to and everything. So I went there, it was a cool vibe, like a real cool vibe, something different,
Hell
So
yeah, dude. That's
yeah,
awesome, man. Good for you, man. You have a lot of passion with this. I see you every day when you come down, and you're always telling me you got a new project you're working on. You're always smiling. And listen, we all have to work that 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, but we all have a dream too. You know what I'm saying? We all have that dream, and I love it. Listen, mine is the podcast and golf thing, man. I hope I get rich with this shit someday, man. You never know. But you got talent, man. I listen to you. I love it. I got you on my playlist. You know I do. I've sent you pictures where I'm listening to you in my car and I'm jamming to you. You're
yeah,
doing your thing. And that's the thing that's kind of messed up out there in the world. And I don't know if you agree with me. In all music, like not only rap, but rock and roll, everything. There's so much talent out there. There is so much talent, and just everybody doesn't get heard. And that's the sad thing, man. You know what I mean? Like it's like
yeah,
there's just so much talent, and it's almost just like who you know. And that's the sad thing, man. It's like, listen, you're better than half the hip hop guys out there that I hear today. All these freaking mumble rappers and crap. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I want to hear you. I want to hear you. So what do we got to do? We got to, you got to find that guy to hear you. And what happens? What's like you got to just be lucky, Chazo. You know what I mean? To blow up. What happens in the world?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that if you've been doing this long, like I've been doing it real long, you're going to get opportunities. So I can't say that I never got opportunities or put in positions where people want to work with me, or I was around different group of people, artists that's out there.
Yep,
So
yep, yep.
you
But I mean,
definitely gonna get
you got
opportunities.
you got Eminem though. I mean, listen, he was a great one, but that dude just, I mean, like stepped in shit, I'm gonna say, and Dr. Dre heard him, and I mean, look what
Mhm.
happened to Eminem. I mean, Eminem's great, but I've heard plenty of white rappers out there that are as good as Eminem now, and they don't get the love that gets. I think it's also a time and a place. Like if you just got to be lucky and you got to strike gold to really blow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
if you want that for yourself, see me, I never wanted to be famous.
okay,
I wanted to play that, background. I ain't never want to go somewhere where it's like I'm getting bum rushed by
that's
people.
true.
You
That's
know,
true. Yeah.
like I started like when I got a 9 to 5 when I got out the streets. To be honest with you, that's
Mhm.
when I got like a 9 to 5. So so it was just like I gotta fund this music, and I was tired of risking my freedom doing things
Yeah.
that
No, I got it. You could talk on this
so
podcast. You could talk on this podcast.
yeah.
You won't incriminate yourself. I got you though. Listen, everybody had to do what they had to do, man, to get by. It's all good,
Yeah,
man. It's listen, it's tough out there in that world, but that's awesome, Chaz. I love what you do, bro. I love what you do, man. So
got
now
support. Yeah.
tell me how often are you writing, when you're home, and how much time do you actually put into the music game?
I mean, I put in a lot, like it's either, listen to beats, I like to do concept project. Like that project right there is a concept project, is Mailbox Boy 3. So I put Mailbox Boy 2 out back in March of last year, and the first Mailbox Boy was December 2023. So
Okay.
the concept is about if you was that kid that was in front of that mailbox, or sitting in front of your porch, or sitting in front of that building corner store, growing up, you seeing things, you getting into stuff, whether it be selling drugs, or whatever, right? um so the project, it bring you to different stages. Now I mean, you got probably like the older guys hating on you because you're getting money now, stuff like that. But this last project is called Mailbox Boy Elegant Hustle. So it's the mailbox boy, now he got some money, now he want to live that luxury life. He want to drink champagne.
Yeah.
He want to eat T-bone steaks. He like truffle fries. He want to put on some Gucci sneakers and
Love
stuff
that.
like
You're a
that.
storyteller. You're a storyteller.
Yeah. So the piece you showed is about, it's a storytelling song where Elegant Hustle. He's sitting in his car. He got a chauffeur, right? You know, whether it be a Uber XL. Uber XLs in New York City. That's a luxury service. I use that a lot. You know, so he talking to a guy, you know, he's giving him game, and he, you know, he's out there, he's doing him. You gotta listen to the song, it gets deep, you know, he wanna get set up and stuff like that, and he got away. So that's a concert project. Recently released Elegant Hustles. People gotta check that out. I got merch too. People don't know I got merch. These are the
Okay.
sweaters. People, you
Okay.
know, can hit me up if they want, you
Yeah,
know, a
yeah.
sweater. You know,
I
so
might have
yeah,
to. I might have to get myself. That's a dope logo. You showed me that logo a few times, man. That's fire. I love that logo, dude. Good
yeah,
work on that.
yeah,
That's awesome.
definitely,
That's
definitely.
awesome. So there's a lot of young kids out there that want to be like you and do what you're doing, man. What advice would you have to the young kids to keep grinding?
I would say, you know, you want to start off. I ain't not gonna say start off young, but if you don't want to invest in yourself, because it's a business, right? It's music business. Like if you want to be an underground artist, I'm an underground artist. I'm not a mainstream artist. I ain't want to be mainstream, right? So if you want to like be an underground artist or you want to be out there, if you don't invest in yourself, get a manager, right? Get a manager that's gonna put some money up and you know get you at least in front of an audience or on a platforms that you know people can see you, people can get to know you, and you want to stay consistent. You know, so nowadays you got more platforms out there you can reach out to, and you know, and just you know tell your story, you know, and you know people like you, people gonna support you. You know, you got different PR companies you can reach out to. You know, that's what a lot of major labels do. In your way, they outsource, right? So
Hmm.
even to get your music on BET jams and stuff like that, you got to pay for that. It's part of the music business. You know, so yeah, you know, difference between a lot of these major artists and underground artists, they got a budget. You probably know this, and you know
Absolutely.
they got $1 million budgets, $100,000 budgets. As an average kid, you probably don't have that money, but you can start somewhere. It's all about
Right.
starting
Right.
somewhere, you know. So that's why I tell a lot of young kids. Mhm.
Absolutely. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I'm trying to bring up this little article that was that you had a couple months back. This is pretty cool, man. You were highlighted on an article in a music magazine. Chazo's Summer Vibe rises to number 36 on the iTunes hip hop chart. Let's go, Chazo.
Yeah,
Let's go,
yeah,
dog.
that was an accomplishment. That was last summer. That's another
Yep.
concept project I put out. It's separate from Mailbox Boy.
That's awesome.
So, you know, like actually I got the plaque right here, you know. So
Yeah.
that's number 36. You know, that's a real plaque, you know.
Listen,
So
I know listen, 36. That's huge, bro, because you were up against some big names. I mean,
yeah,
they weren't no nobodies there, man. That's awesome, dude. I'm
yeah.
proud of you for that.
You gotta think. I think last year Kendrick Lamar he run. There was an iTunes chart, so Kendrick Lamar he was number one all through the summer. You know he got the biggest song and all
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
yeah, my name was in you know some heavyweights. So you know I gotta be proud of that because I'm an underground artist. So it's like where I'm at, I can't complain. You know, and
That's
I
so
believe
awesome.
I'm like the first probably like 518 artist. I probably got a plaque from iTunes. I'm not sure, but you know,
Congrats, man.
I gotta represent upstate New York 518, definitely, you know. So
Speaking of, all right, so you mentioned Kendrick. Let's go into Kendrick a little bit. What were your thoughts? Now, I could see how a lot of the families out there watching the Super Bowl just didn't like or understand the halftime show. I loved it. I personally loved it. I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar just because of his West Coast affiliation. I
mm,
love Tupac. Um, I thought it was a great show, man. I thought it was a great show. I don't know about you. What are your thoughts of it?
I mean it was cool, you know, it was like it was cool, like it was like to me it's like another halftime show. You know,
Yeah, no,
it's
but
like
it was a lot of dancing and everything. But listen, I like the symbolism. I liked when they brought Serena up there doing the crip walk. It was cool to me. I liked it. I enjoyed it, dude. I did. I was a
yeah,
fan. Um, and then plus, not many people know about his beef with Drake and all that stuff. But we won't go into that. But I thought it was pretty cool, man. I'll give it to Kendrick. But yeah, man, that's back to the iTunes thing. That's awesome, dude. That's good shit, bro. Proud of you for that, man. Proud of you for that.
appreciate it.
Keep grinding, man. But
Appreciate it.
we'll go in. I'm gonna go into a short break. We'll give my sponsors a quick shout out and we'll come back and chat a little more. All right, Chazo?
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Hey there, golfers. Before we dive back into the podcast, I want to take a quick moment to talk about someone who's got your back both on and off the course. Jared Lozier with the Northeastern Insurance Agency. Whether you're running a golf business, managing a pro shop, or just looking to protect what matters most in your personal life, Jared and his team at Northeastern Insurance have you covered. From business insurance to personal policies, they'll help you find the right coverage at the best value. Here's a pro tip for all you golfers out there. Make sure your golf clubs are protected too. Jared can help you add them to your home or personal articles policy so you're covered in case of loss, theft, or damage. Because let's face it, replacing your favorite driver isn't cheap. So next time you're looking to upgrade your coverage or need expert advice, give Jared Lozier a call at 518-956-3753 or shoot him an email at jaredl@nemail.com. Swing into better protection today.
Hey, Mikey, you know anybody does any roofing?
Actually, I do, Raj.
Who you got for me, man?
Dude named Tom Murphy did my boss's roof. Actually does hands-on work.
Gets right up there on the roof, huh? The owner of the company?
Yeah, he does. Knows his shit, too.
That's awesome, man. Is this Thomas Paul Construction?
Yep, that's him.
Man, I heard nothing but good things about them. I'm actually on their Facebook page right now looking up some things. The pictures, the aerial view, they're really cool. He gets up there with the drone. You can see the before and afters of some of the work they've done. Go check them out on Facebook. They're a new sponsor here, the Upstate Golf Guys, so make sure you guys go support Thomas Paul Construction, Roofing and Siding. Thomas Paul Construction LLC is a full-service construction company who specializes in roofing and siding, covering the greater capital region. You can reach them at 518-308-6794. Once again, 518-308-6794. And make sure to go check out their Facebook page, see some pictures of what they've done in the past, and let them know the Upstate Golf Guys sent you.
And they just built an awesome new website to show off their beautiful work, 518roofingandsiding.com. Go check it out. All right, Chazo. So what do you got coming up next, buddy? What's any new projects you're working on?
Yeah, I don't have I don't listen to beats, so I don't know if I'm going to do the Mailbox Boy again, or I might, the summer's coming up, so I might, pick up on the last series I did, which is this project, but I'm always working, so people want to reach out, any artists, 518 artists, just reach out to me, talk some business, or I ain't going, overcharge nobody, any artist, stuff like that. We definitely could work,
man. You're there to help them, man. Where can they all find you, man? Your social medias, your emails. Why don't you give them all that right now?
Instagram, Chazo-Fm, CHAZO-FM. Hit me on there. I got my Facebook, Chazo Flow Music. So hit me on Facebook or on Instagram, So yeah, just DM me. My email is on my Instagram too. I got 2 business emails. People can reach out, hit me up there, and yeah, we can definitely, work, get
this guy means business too. Listen, I know Chazo personally. He loves the game. I'm telling you, he comes into the store and he's always got something new to talk about with his hip hop game, and I love to hear it. He knows I grew up listening to rap. It was my childhood, and I still listen to some of it. I'm not a huge fan of today's rap, but that's why I listen to Chazo, because he brings it back to the old days where you could actually hear what he's saying. He's not a mumble rapper. He's he's legitimate. He's got some good beats, and I love it, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to listen to Chazo, man. So thanks for coming on, but we're not going to go yet, man. We got a few more questions for you. First off, I got to ask, are you going to ever come golfing with me, man? We've been talking about going to the driving range for the last 2 years, bro. Now I came into your world with the hip hop. You got to come into my world with the golf, bro.
Yeah, we definitely got to, plan something out, man. Summer's coming too, so I gotta get my Tiger Woods stroke going on.
I love it. No, I'll bring you. I got clubs you could use, and we'll go to the range, and we'll have a good time, man. I'd love to bring you, man. I know you've been talking about it. You've been asking, when are we gonna go golfing? But now that we got this done, now we'll get the golfing done on my end, bro. For sure, bro. But I'm glad we did this, Chazo, because we've been trying to do it for a while, man. It's just we both have busy lives. Snuck this one in on a Monday morning on our day off. But last week, a couple weeks ago, we were going to do this, and I hit Chazo. I was like, "You ready?" And I'm hitting him up, no response. And the next morning, he's like, "Yeah, I fell asleep." This happens. It happens to me too, dog. It happens to me too, bro. Oh man, but yeah, I'm ready for this winter to be over, man. This winter has been rough. So you said summer, man. Bring on the summer, baby. Bring it on.
Yeah,
Bring it.
definitely.
Absolutely, Chazo. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap things up here, buddy. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a cool little interview. I'm gonna drop this right away for you, bro. I'm gonna put this right out there as a
All right, cool.
special quick drop. Again, anybody out there that is interested in the music game, hip hop, and hit Chazo up. He loves it. He loves what he does. He'll help you out, man. And he's talented, super, super talented, man. So
Yeah, definitely hit me up. Positive
absolutely.
energy.
Yes,
No problem.
absolutely. It really is. Chazo, again, man. Give them a shout out where they could find you one last time on the Instagram. Do the Instagram because that's where most of my listeners are at.
Instagram Chazo-Fm, Chazo-Fm. Make sure y'all follow me too. This is like my 5th Instagram page, so y'all follow me. I'm
Keep
not. Yeah, this one. Hope it don't get deleted. So just follow me. You
Oh, I
know,
know
hit me
all
up.
about that, dude. I know about the
Yeah.
deleting and the Instagram and the shadow banning world. It's the worst, man. Follow him. Let's grow Chazo. I'll be putting you on my story so my followers give you a follow as well. It's been a lot of fun, man. I appreciate the short little interview and for you hopping on, buddy.
I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, Chazo. Have a good day, man, and I will see you
You too.
at work in the office, my man.
All right, cool.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, Chaz.